You're listening to the Mind of a Boyfriend podcast.
Right. It is I.
It is you.
Grand entrances are really important sometimes. We can't all be on time.
Yeah, we get it.
I'm gonna take that back someday. I'm telling you that.
You're such a
Wow.
diva.
But right, I'm ready. Let's go.
Welcome to the mind. Why am I doing intros all the time?
Because your voice sounds more generic. I'll probably laugh in between the intros and stuff.
I was laughing all of them.
I would lose the I would lose the plot.
All right, Rain, hit us. This is going to be interesting. This is to
Hell
prove that,
no.
This is to prove that you actually listen. Give us an intro.
No. Lance, you never do this. Okay. I'm like a newbie. I'm just a baby. Okay.
Just
Baby.
babies are not violent. They don't know this much violence.
You're violent.
You are violent. If Bobby was here, he'd attest.
Do the damn intro.
I can't.
You know
What
what?
do you mean you can't?
I'm just going to do it. The voice. Hello and welcome to the mind of a boyfriend. Oof. The voice.
Ah. Actually, no.
All right. So if you're listening for the first time, The Mind of a Boyfriend is a platform where we talk about topical issues that have to do with dating, relationships, and everything in between, all from the viewpoint of a boyfriend. And apparently, we have a girl now. So yeah, let's go.
All right. What are we talking about today?
Oh, man. Rain is going to introduce the topic. I'm hoping she was paying attention.
I was.
You were. So hit us. What are we talking about?
So our topic for today, it is gonna be unspoken and spoken things you can never do if you are in a relationship, and double standards.
Mm.
So let's get to it.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Okay, fine. That doesn't work.
No, it's really hard to adjust to a very serious topic. If the previous episode you were literally laughing like the whole time, now I have to be serious.
You know what? So let's just get right to it, right? Yes, unspoken. We usually talk about a lot of double standards, but we don't really address them. Like we just infer, or we don't go straight to the kill, So I guess today we're just going to be doing that, and maybe the way we're going to start is give a couple of questions, yeah, right? Try to put ourselves in the whole mix, right? How do you guys handle conflict?
Conflict?
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard conflicts, but okay. Yeah.
With milk.
But yeah. I don't know. Usually when I have a problem with my girlfriend, it's best to really sit down and actually talk about it, if possible, face to face. But if we're apart and everything, I'd rather just jump on a call and we literally say it. I think I find it better when we actually talk about it in real time compared to texts, because you can really misinterpret certain things, even punctuation or grammar or, something so small, and it would sound like it's So I
imagine fighting in shorthand.
Why are you fighting? What are you doing?
Why? But yeah, nah. Okay, no. Shorthand is a totally different thing. We're just gonna skip it this time, because some people right now are probably like, Yeah, but I don't know. I think for me, it's best that we talk about it and express ourselves, no matter what the situation is, no matter how serious it is. We'd rather say it out loud. We talk about it. We move. Because trying to subside it or bottle it in really does not any good. If anything, it just turns into something so big, and you find that it's not even that big a deal. But then everything that just comes after that just makes it extra. So communication for me does it.
True. Makes sense. Brain.
So it's almost as similar as what Len said, right? I prefer we give each other the platform to actually talk. I say what I'm trying to say, especially if it's on a call or in person. I say what I want to say without you trying to interfere, so that you get my side, right? And then you explain, and I'm quiet and I'm listening to you. That way we can be able to actually reach, probably we're actually saying the same thing, but then in different contexts, talking about exactly the very same thing, but then I'm saying it in another way, and you're saying it in another way, and you just want me to get your way, but then my way is the same as your way, So it's better. I say my part, you say your part. We try to find common ground between that, and then we move from there.
Yeah, it makes sense because there's no room for assumptions anymore. When you guys get to talk, you can't say, so that's what you mean, because I get to actually say what I mean without you interfering and trying to put words in my mouth, which is something that actually happens in a lot of relationships. So I've realized it's with girls mostly. You say something, and the moment they say so, you know what's coming out of her mouth is not what you said.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of the time we're like, so it's mostly, we would have realized we were so off. Like, we're so off. But I can't tell you I was so off. So in my head, I'm like, so that's what you're trying to say. Or, so, you know what? I think we're both wrong. If you were not. But I'm like,
but isn't that like gaslighting though? It's like a form of manipulation. It sounds like it's innocent, but it is manipulation. Because end of the day, the guy is just going to be like, I'm sorry, but he did nothing wrong.
Same way we can apologize. Even if, you know what? Some girls actually just apologize to avoid conflict.
That's actually toxic.
If you apologize to a wrong person, if you apologize to me and I ask you, what are you apologizing for? And you can't answer me, that's going to piss me off more.
Yeah.
That's true.
Thing,
Oh man, that makes a lot of sense. Right?
Just depends.
Man, so we have set the ground, right? You guys handle conflict like pros. I don't know if we're lying to those people, those beautiful listeners, or that's what you do. In any case, we have set the stage, right? You guys know how to handle conflict, like pros or conflicts, whatever Lance was trying to say, right? So what are some of the unspoken things you can never do if you're in a relationship, right? We've talked about conflict. We've talked about, how you guys handle it. But then what are some of those laws in relationships that are there? Things that you can never do when you're in a relationship?
Don't.
You want to think?
What?
Sorry?
Wait, what did she say?
Wait, am I breaking? Okay. I was just saying, do not lie. Like, no matter what you do, just don't lie. Because the moment you lie, you're creating more problems than what the lie was supposed to be intended for.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you lie to me, I'm going to take it as if you don't think I can handle the truth. I'm going to doubt everything you're going to say because I'm like, how do I know that's the truth? You know? And it's just going to cause so much interpretation. Why did you lie in the first place?
Yeah.
Because if you tell me you're trying to protect me by lying to my face, how's that protecting me? I'm supposed to be protecting myself from you if you're going to be lying like that. Honestly, don't lie. It's just one of those things whereby you lie. People take it for granted,
Yeah.
But honestly, don't lie, man.
I like that was your first one. Like, it's just the same for me. I believe lying is the biggest form of disrespect. You're insulting my intelligence, first and foremost, right? And then the moment I do discover the truth, I'll never trust you the same again. And if it's something that is so significant, I'll never trust you again, right? Because I'm like, if you can lie about something as big as that, what else are you going to lie about, right?
Exactly.
So it's one of those, man. So, hey, Lance, you got one? Because I got a lot. I got a lot.
I wanted to dwell on that before I move to the next one, or I'm just going to make it conjoin. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. But then what if, okay, I don't know. Is it lying or keeping stuff from you?
It's related.
Or is it one and the same?
It could be
the same. Could be the same, yeah? Because I'm thinking that maybe, some people, it's not that they want to lie. Okay, there's straight up lying, like, no, you lied to me about this. That's lying, But then some people, I feel like they tend to keep things from their partner, especially if the relationship is somewhat still new. Okay, maybe not new, but just not there yet, Because some don't want to be too vulnerable with someone who they don't know if they're gonna be there for a while or not, So in the end, I find some people don't exactly lie. They just don't tell you certain stuff, Like they won't tell you their financial situation or whatever the case is. Some don't tell you certain details or past histories or traumas or anything like that because they feel like, imagine you expose all of that only for you to break up with this person. Now you meet the next person in the next 4 months, you have to do the exact same thing. By the time you finish the year and you have 3 relationships that all each lasted 4 months, now it just pretty much feels like everyone just knows you like that,
No, I hear you.
So, yeah, it's
Then again, I mean, I guess it depends with the nature of your relationship. If it's a talking phase, it's not really hiding. It's just, I don't know, protecting yourself like you're putting it, right? But then, like, I'm talking about a proper relationship, let's say long term. There's certain things that you can't hide in a relationship. It's like me hiding where I'm coming from. Does it make sense?
Yeah, no, I feel like that's a red flag. Like last number, hot red, blood red, if you can. Like, there's no why are you hiding? Why would you possibly hide where you're coming from?
Yeah, it's like, how much was that phone? I got it for free. You see, some of these things, man.
All those things, why are you lying? Why? Just lying about.
No, but okay, no. Nah, like, okay, like, it's even annoying when someone says, where did you get this from? They're like, no, my mom got it for me, or I got it for free, or whatever the case is, yeah? But then it doesn't make sense. Kuti, you look at someone's phone and it's an iPhone 14, and then you look at where the background of this girl, she doesn't work. She's probably still in school, doesn't generally get any form of income. The family is not that well off. They pretty much stay in a 4-roomed house. But somehow, some way, someone in your family could afford to get you an iPhone 14. How?
Priorities, bro. Priorities. Anything for the drip, for the pictures.
Nah, there's no priorities, dog. Like, it just point blank means you're just insulting my intelligence at this point.
Nah, I'm not gonna look like my problems, bro. I'm not gonna look like
You should look like your problems.
Yeah, like, okay, like, but make it make sense. Like, okay, how on earth do you have an iPhone 15? If you take your iPhone 15, sell it, yeah, you can, with that very same amount of money, you can actually move out, pay 3 months upfront for your rent, buy a bed, buy a fridge, buy a damn stove, even a wardrobe if you want to throw in that shit, buy a few cutlery, and still have change to buy a decent phone.
She don't want all that, okay? She wants a phone. Let me go back to my house whereby we're eating embryo every single night with my iPhone 15. I do not care. I want my phone.
You see,
It
already has like 3 plates, bro. Like, what more do you want from her? Okay, that's enough furniture on the phone.
Nah,
But
you
it's
know
all
what? It's fine. It's okay. It's all right. I don't want to feel like I'm attacking anyone. It's fine.
No, it's just common sense. We're with you. I'm with you. Personally, I'm with you. It's just common sense, right? But this is one that I'm just gonna put out. It's unspoken, but it's necessary, right? Comparing
Okay.
your partner to people they don't like, or just people in general. Right? Right. We do this subconsciously, and at times, it gets to a point where it happens and it pisses your partner off, but you wouldn't know because you think it's one of those things. You're like, so my bestie did this. And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Right.
Okay.
Or you're like, so and so went on a date. Other boyfriends are doing this. I'm like, bitch. Okay,
What do you mean?
I'm like woman. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm like woman. No, bitch.
Now, okay,
No.
now I really want to speak my mind, but now I'm just feeling like I'm just attacking people. Like it feels like I'm just violent today. But it's fine. It's your partner comparing you to people. Yeah, like that's just one thing. Yeah, but then if your partner compares you to your ex, to their ex, actually, sorry. Now that's your.
Nah, that's brutal.
But I think we do
And
that
I
a
feel-
lot. We don't talk about it,
I
but
feel
we
like
do that.
Yeah, like I feel like some people don't do it consciously. They just, like how you be sitting with a person and maybe you're just talking about something, and then you mention how this one time your ex bought you a phone, or on your birthday they took you to Zimbabwe or something. Like, like, okay, it's not directly comparison, yeah? But then you being there and you're just thinking, I can't even take it to some Rio, bruh.
You
Like,
yourself.
bro, like it's not comparison, yeah, but it's so belittling, and in your head you're just like, the number of times you even mention what your ex did for you is just
Like, why you with me then? Go back to your ex.
like at this point you feel like you're not even the type, because
Yeah.
they tell you about the ex. This ex has probably bought a Lamborghini. I don't know. The one before that is the one who paid for her rent. The one before that paid for school fees. And you're just there and you're just like, okay,
Giving dick all
I'm
the
not
way,
even-
bro.
bro. Like, this.
But yeah, they do it subconsciously. It's not something. I don't think it's a person with a brain would actually mention in front of their partner, Kuti, my ex did this, or oh, I did this. Then you ask Kuti, you did this when? Oh, when I was dating this guy. I mean, like, come on. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Say it in your head and let it stay there. You don't need to say it out loud. We know what you did this. Are you gonna be proud? Yo, I was with these 3 men and they got me an iPhone. Check it. Are you gonna say that out loud? So keep your mouth shut. Girl.
It is insane, man. Like, it is insane. But it happens, and it happens a lot, actually, when we're talking to our friends. We do tend to talk about the past, like, hey, that one was a good one, yeah? But then if you let it slip and then it comes out in your relationship, in any case, I don't feel like talking to your partner about your ex is something that you should do. Maybe in the context of, this is what happened, that's why I'm this way. This is what happened, this is why I think this way. Past that, you can't be talking about your ex, because personally, the moment you mention your ex, I'm turning off my brain. I'm not listening. Like,
That's true.
You're just talking to yourself at that point. I'm like, you know what? You want a monologue, Shakespeare? Go ahead. I'm not talking to you.
But me, like, so y'all don't like it when I go mention the ex in conversation wise. Not like I'm bringing up an ex because I'm trying to be spiteful or anything like that. But then, we're actually having a conversation. And if you're going to ask me about my ex, should I be honest about it or should I lie?
If I asked, be honest.
Yeah, if I asked, I really want to know whatever it is I asked about. And, like it's necessary. Like in some instances, like what Jabulile is saying, you say these things so that I know where you're coming from whenever you do certain things, Because some people, you find them with such big insecurities, you even wonder where it comes from because you've never even given them a reason to act that way, you know, until you find out that no, it's because the previous guy used to, I don't know. Yeah, like he used to do stuff that really didn't make sense until she found out why that guy actually did that. So now when she sees you do a similar thing, she probably thinks you're also, you know.
Yeah, like
So,
sex.
yeah, you know, like, I don't know.
Man, you're bringing up something that we guys do. I don't know, maybe girls do it as well, but then I've noticed a lot of guys do that. You find a girl getting out of a relationship, she's not confident anymore because the guy kept saying, I think you should lose weight. Right? Right, things like that. Like, you know, you know, why don't you try wearing this and that? So it gets to a point where her personality is stripped away. And then when she's now dating again, she's carrying all these insecurities, right? She's so conscious about herself. They start going to the gym, some of those people. And you know what? The gym is not a nice place, right? The gym is not nice, especially if you're going there out of pain because your ex was like, I don't like your fupa. Your fupa is giving, I don't know, baby number 4 or something.
Yo. Oh wow, okay. But I think I ended up coming up with like a theory around people like that. Not the victims, but the people who actually say all these things. You know? So I realized that usually people who tend to tell their partners that no, I don't like how big you're getting, you should lose weight, or you should dress this way, or you should do this to your hair, do makeup, cut your hair, I don't want long hair, or whatever the case is, chances are they have a certain type of people that they like to be with or they like to date, you know? I'm just going to use this as an example. I hope no one fights me. Yeah. So imagine if you're a girl, yeah, and your type is muscular guy, playboy, dresses nicely, you know, probably, let's just say even a model, you know, just generally a model and everything. Initially, physically, that's what you like in a person, you know, physically. But then usually people who do stuff like that or look like that or their job is modeling and everything, they're probably whores and they're just nonchalant, evil, like they're mean. I'm not saying all of them are, but then, you know, when a person like that does that, you're not really shocked. So now what they then do is they look for a person who's really straightforward, loyal, can communicate and everything, and then they try to convert that person to look like that model, whatnot type of person you want. So now you're just gonna force that person to go to the gym or dress in such a way. By the time they even done shaping you, you end up just looking like that gym model guy, just with a good personality and, you know, good traits.
Yeah.
Okay. But do men really do that though? Date a person so that you can change them?
Oh, they do. Oh, they do.
You thought it was only women.
Yeah.
Oh,
guys.
Okay.
Guys.
We were nice human beings.
No, like, okay.
Let us speak. Let us speak. Let us speak.
Thank you.
Let us speak.
Thank you.
Like, okay, speak. It's fine.
So, okay. When you're telling a person, why don't we do this? It's the approach of how you tell a person to do it. Okay. You go to the gym and you're seeing me, I eat all this, and probably maybe I'm taking pills to lose weight. If you insist, why don't we go to the gym together? I'm not going to take you out in that. Okay. I'm like a petite hand, right? I'm small like that.
Yeah.
I look cute in some things, but in some things you can actually tell me straight up, but bro, that's not the type of clothes you should be wearing. I'm not going to take offense in that because me, myself, I already know, you know, this. But if you know this particular clothing suits me or suits my body and all that, and the person insults that, now that's not a way to uplift the person. But some of you men can actually tell a person, let's go take a walk, Oh, let's have a salad today. You like takeaways, but let's have a salad today. You're not telling me that I'm fat. What's wrong with being healthy? So you men take, but if you take me, okay, let's use you. So what I'm liking you. Q is too sweet today. Let's use you. No, I like a person who's going to be brutal.
Right. No, it's fine. It's okay.
But let's say I'm your type, right? In every other aspect, except for my body. Are you going to date me? Or body-wise, I'm your type. Everything else, I'm not. Are you going to date me?
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think for me, I would weigh out, okay, of course, you can't possibly have all the attributes that I really look for in a person. But then if you do lack, I don't know, like for me, you can have the character and everything, even the humor and pretty much everything. If you're I like small, short, petite hands. If you're tall, it's fine. It's an exception. I really don't mind, But then if your English is bad, but then yes, I get where you're coming from. Like there's certain things I really can't subside and say, no, it's fine. No, I'd rather just not really waste your time, But then there's certain things you can not have that I really like. Well, I don't mind. It's fine,
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. But then I just think you investing with you get a girl, but then you're like, I like her, but only if she was slimmer. Or I like her if only she was bigger. You'll find your hard mashona like me. I do not get fat. Okay. I do not big ass and all that. You get my you'll see this world is not for the faint-hearted. It's not. It's just one of those whereby you just get your person, stick with that. If I'm gonna gain weight, we'll deal with it then. If I'm gonna lose weight, deal with it then. But then you're investing in your money and your resources to make me slim. I won't.
You'd rather bite a rock.
And jean jacket. This girl say that. I would rather kill a jean jacket than to do all.
Man.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. I've been quiet for a long time, right? But then I'm just going to say this out as if it's a list, because some of those things are just out there. It's things that shouldn't be, really discussed. It's like cursing at your partner. I understand talking and, we curse a lot, but if you're not cursing at your partner, right, using these harmful words, it's a no. Like, no matter the context, the moment you use these words negatively against your partner that's abusive, you should just, I don't know, it's just there. It's physics or science or something. You just can't. Right? We agree? And then obviously this is something that, I don't know, I find it awkward. People who fight in public. You should never fight. Like, why? Why you trying to wash your dirty laundry and like dry it in front of us? Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, no. Like if you if you have a problem with your partner, you'd rather go home or go, in a private place, and then you tell your partner what they did wrong, or whatever the case is. Even if you're amongst your friends and family and people, you'd rather stand by that person and do everything, whatever is going on at that point. But then when you're now alone, you then address whatever it is that you guys are fighting about instead of doing it in public.
Yeah,
exactly. Because the moment you do that in public, it's like, why are you trying to correct me in front of everybody? Have my back in public. Even if I'm so left, like, support me in public. But when you're alone, you're like, that was wrong, bro. Like, you actually missed the spot there. I supported you because you're a person, but this, I'll take that critique. But in public, never.
Yeah,
you can't.
I feel like when it happens in public, that's when things escalate because you're like, oh, you're gonna see the bitch today, like you just poked the bear. You're like, I was going to be quiet, but since we're already on this hill, die, right? 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to lose at this point. You might as well just go all the way.
But you would be shocked that people actually like being criticized in public like that by their other person.
Yeah, but you know, it's terrible, right? Because if I criticize you in public, right, the other people around, so they're taking points of our private life. So whenever I talk about you in positive light, they'll be like, but you say this about your person in front of us. Why are you lying now? Right. So they'll never see you.
Point.
They'll never see you the same. So related to that, it's like when let's say you and Lance are dating. It's a good thing I'm not using myself in this example. Let's say you and Lance are dating, right? And I'm the third person in this whole love triangle, right? And then you get to a point where you tell me intimate details of things that I should never know, like, oh, so this is what Lance does to me, this is how he likes it, things that shouldn't be like told to anyone else, right? I feel like those are things that are also not supposed to happen. I know we used to do it in high school, like he did this, he did that, or she does this, but then past a certain point, those things should remain private and confidential, right? Because
it's not necessary.
The moment you say those things, people start sexualizing your person the same way you are. And then the respect they have for her is gone, or for him is gone. Because when they look at that person now, they just like, oh, so that's what his mouth does. Right? So it is just insane. Right? It's not,
that's true.
Right. So it's just one of those things, man. I feel like we can talk for days. So
we can.
Yeah.
I think we should do a 3-hour episode one day.
We have to.
That one will be just too long. And still, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's ever going to be enough, if I'm being honest. Because now, on certain things, but a person can, you would be shocked the person is going to ask you, what are double standards?
Yeah.
And maybe it's because of their relationship the whole time, but they don't know that it's wrong. Or maybe some people like it. I don't know. Toxic people like it. I'm not toxic though. Toxic people, they love that.
That's cute.
Bro. But anyway, for those who don't know what double standards are, can you tell us what are double standards in a relationship?
In a relationship. Okay, I'm just going to use an illustration. I slap you and it's fine. You slap me, I'm calling the courts, I'm calling the police. You try to kill me. Basically, that's how double standards are in a relationship. It's okay for me to do it, but it's not for you to do.
It's more like one-sided items, yeah?
Exactly.
All right.
And it happens a lot. It's like, I think at times we fuel it because we're at a point where we have societal expectations, right? We're like, so women are supposed to act a certain way, men are supposed to act a certain way, right? And when that happens, we use that to justify our wrongdoings, right? So I do something and I'm like, but men are supposed to do that, right? So when you do it, I'm fighting you. Right? And when you do something, you're like, but that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm expected to be emotional because I'm a woman. I'm like, no, you're supposed to be logical at this point. Right?
We're allowed to be tough too, okay? We're allowed to be tough too. Especially around you guys. We can just be there and not think. And you would look at us going, does this hand not have a brain? I do not if I'm with you. Do the thinking. What? I think when I'm with you, but then in public, do the thinking. I'm okay. I'll take a pause.
You know what? Why don't we make this an entire episode? I'm realizing there's like there's a lot to cover on this. I don't know, double standards. What do you guys think?
No, we're going to give it an entire topic.
Just to focus on it.
right?
Because
So
people honestly need to realize that no matter what you try to say about it, it's wrong on so many levels. You can't be, it's just being hypocritical, to be honest.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll just convert that one into an entire topic where we talk about double standards, how you guys want to be as dumb as men, but that's fine.
No, men are logical in public. In person, yeah. There's something
Softies.
wrong with you guys.
Someone's
But then
name.
you can be real softies.
Someone's name is what? What's your what you call it? Your puppy name, Lance?
What? What do you mean?
What is your pet name, Lance?
You know what? Go away.
You know
Go
what?
away.
What's it called? Softies?
Hey,
That's for you to
go
find
away.
out. Okay, let me wrap this up. Okay.
Right.
Thank you for getting this far. Please do subscribe. Follow our channel. We're gonna link the description and in the description. We're gonna link something. I don't know what I'm saying. It has been a great episode. Lance doesn't want to tell us his pet name, but thank you for listening. You guys are amazing. On to the next one.